Big up to all those in YouTube land. A hard week for Chelsea, Copenhagen, and Arsenal. Maybe season-deciding week this week. We've got Arsenal and Mel here with us. We're a big fan. Let's get into this. Big up to all those in YouTube land. Hope everybody is enjoying their Wednesday evening. Mad scrambles in the Champions League today. A lot of people are crying in their beds tonight. Atletico Madrid fans are sharing Liverpool's nightmares. But JPT, Mel, how you both doing? You guys good?
I'm well. Thanks for having me on, guys. I'm looking forward to this stream, and of course, it's a great pleasure to share a panel with both of you. Some of my favorite Chelsea fans and the more educated Chelsea fan base.
Educate. Wow.
The less delusional ones.
What online fan isn't delusional half the time?
Well, yeah, I have to say we have our moments, but thankfully we're not that psychotic. But we do have our moments. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, right. Just we're gonna quickly start on the European side of things. We might as well. We might as well just quickly ask Mel, what does she think of the Real Madrid tie?
It's a tough matchup for us, definitely. I really hope Saka will be back. Let's see what will happen. I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good game at home. Hopefully, it'll be a good game to see live. And I'm looking forward to it. Bring them on. We shouldn't be scared of anyone, but.
No, fair enough. That's a good attitude to take because you can either win it or not, and that's how you might as well just go for it.
Doesn't get any better than Real Madrid under the lights, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Hey JPT, do you remember we beat him at Stamford Bridge on the way to winning the Champions League?
Oh,
do you remember that?
Always, yeah, nowhere. Timo
Who
Werner's
did you play in the semis after that? I forgot. City?
Semis? No, we played City in the final.
No, we played Atletico Madrid. In the finals, it was quarterfinals. It was Was it Real Madrid? Then the semi-finals, it was Atletico Madrid, and then it was Man City.
Yeah.
So we beat everybody to get there as well. So it was quite good because no one could say, "Oh, but if you played this one and you played that one, you might have lost." No. We did what we did in the 2000. We went through all the hard teams.
In the 2012 we took care of Barcelona. In 2021, we took care of the Madrids. So it means we conquered Spain, if you will.
Well, to be honest, we have the best record against English sides against Spanish teams, to be honest. Because did anyone hear the Messi quote from this week? If there was one team we hated more than Real Madrid, it was Chelsea.
Messi's so bitter about us because, and I will say this, he finally scored against Chelsea, but I won't count it because you didn't go against Czech. You still didn't get one past Czech.
Yeah, that's true. He didn't actually in playing against Czech, I think 6 or 7 times. You never actually beat him, which was quite funny. And he saved the penalty of his as well.
And hit the post.
And hit the post. That's true. Jordan in the building. Big up, brother. Hope you're doing well. Eros the boss. Hope you're doing all good. Jordan says they beat us twice and Real Madrid is good. Kai Havertz winner. Yeah, I remember the only goal we scored for us in Europe that meant anything. Well, it was the only goal in Europe. Simon. Big up, Aces. How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing good. But yeah, so what do you think your chances are, Mel? You think you'll get through?
My heart says we'll get through somehow, but my mind says no. I think we're getting eliminated in the quarters.
Because to be honest, with your defense, they weren't Rodrigo, Mbappe, and Vinicius Jr. weren't fabulous tonight, were they? They weren't particularly good.
Defense was quite good tonight.
Yeah, and I'm not both sides. Yeah.
Yeah, but would you not say, JPT, that out of all the English teams, that where in terms of who could replicate Atletico Madrid's defending the most, it'd probably be Arsenal, wouldn't you say? Because they have the best defense out of. I know people say Liverpool are up there as well, but nah. I think Arsenal's defense generally all-rounded, a bit more all-rounded than what Liverpool is.
Champions League, our defense has been one of the tops.
Well, that's what I mean, Mo. Because with your that's one thing I like about your defense. It works with your midfield, so to speak. So it's a solid setup, but unfortunately, like with us, who we don't have a solid setup, everything after the midfield is the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
We both lack bite. Eros the boss says big up to the panel. Thank you very much. DJ Crane in the building. Oh, we are in here. Yes, sir. You are. We got Miss Melina and the ugly duo. Thanks a bunch.
They're not ugly.
Thanks a bunch, you
Oh, no,
asshole.
I'm ugly and I'm proud. As SpongeBob would say it.
I was like, they're sexy and I know it. Not joking. But yeah, okay. Do you think you could win the home leg but just lose the away leg? Like, how are you feeling about it?
I think the other way around. I think we'll draw with them at home, and we could smash and grab it like we did before. Part of me is the nostalgia factor of the past still there. That
Henri's goal against that lot was pretty good because I remember we scored it against Algera. I remember.
That's
we
the
were
thing,
so
though. They're
short
lacking
in
an
the league.
Henri.
Was that
We
the
were
last
so bad in the league at that time too.
Yeah, but wasn't you? Was that the last time you played them? Because didn't you play
Yeah,
them?
it was the last time we played them. We knocked them out. We
Wow.
avoided them for a long time until now. So
Yeah, but we did that as well, didn't we, JPT? We avoided Real Madrid for like 10, 11 years. Then all of a sudden, we just got them non-stop.
Exactly. I was just wondering, like,
every year. It was like, hey, man.
yeah, you know what? We always cut the close. I know the last time we played them, it was just such an unlucky handle. I think who was it that was it Alonso that bounced off his arm and scored the goal?
Yeah,
and
after Madrid,
they-
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Madrid.
that's when they smelled blood and they're like, nope, we still have a chance. And my goodness, the second Madrid have that in their heads because under Ancelotti, they once that mindset hits, they go in a whole nother gear. I mean, they did it to. I mean, the time it was difficult to do it against us. They did it to City. When they reached the final for the I think it was the first time they played Liverpool. But yeah, it's the thing is that I don't want to compare it too much to the past because let's say like since we're talking about the Arsenal one, quite a different attack up front compared to now to what you last had when you faced Madrid.
Nah, man, we were talking about Kai Havertz, bro. That's the Dennis Bergkamp replacement. What are you talking about, bro? Like, certain top Goonies and certain top Chelsea fans say so.
My thing is that like this leg or this was it the quarterfinals you said?
Yeah.
It's the quarterfinals. It would have been tough because Atletico, my goodness, they were just super unlucky.
Yeah.
Hey Alvarez, you're looking a little like John Terry at the moment, but you know what? It is what it is.
Well gone, Miss Callum. But
This
yeah,
is 40 technically.
Donna, do you wanna? Hi, Donna.
Donna, do you wanna? No, it's Donna, do you wanna Wagwana?
Yes, too many
That's good.
accounts, Donna.
Rossi, it's going to be a tough match,
Oh,
son.
hey, yo.
Bro, okay, let me. This is my preemptive set. We're going to talk about it, but I can just still see Arsenal beating us on Sunday because it's away and we never get any results there recently. 2-week break. Madrid is going to impregnate Arteta and Arsenal. All those. Okay, I'm not even going to read.
You got the salty meat on deck, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm saying, normally I wouldn't mind reading that out, but there's a lady present, so I'm not really going to try and take the mickey. Like, we'll try and keep it PG-13 or something. Like, big up Wolfie, big up JTT, big up Miss Melina. Have a history of paying refs just like Barca. Deal.
I saw that post
Final
deals.
bar sign.
I saw that post deals. I don't know if I say that Madrid paid off the refs. I mean, you saw Alvarez on 4K that it did touch his second foot. And plus they were given a penalty to what would have won them the game, but Vinny happened to not even Sky. He just missed the goal completely. Like not even above it, not even just hold the direction.
Deal. That's confidence. What do you mean we should win tomorrow and Sunday? That's confidence, bro. Like what? In the chat, type out why you think we're gonna win Sunday.
I think you'll beat us on Sunday. I also think so too.
What? Double what? Hang on a minute. Into this.
I also think so too. I know last season we thrashed you guys 5-0. Guys, that game was incredible. But it was the worst Chelsea team.
And you know what? And the thing is, we still had a better season than you because we went to a cup final and you didn't.
And we didn't win anything. But you lost the final on penalties to Liverpool.
Deal says Don Carlo's gonna cook Arteta. Oof. Oh dear. The Lion King dude, come on, Disney all the way. Has your brain gone baba? Oh, big up to the long-haired one in the building. He says,
he's
big
loving
up
life right now. He is.
Kind of hope you guys get a draw. We want to keep that third spot. Well, you can keep on wishing, sir.
Well, here's the thing, though. Like, keep in mind though, if Forest finish top 4 and make it a Champions League, get the media outlet because we're gonna let them know there's a Yeti spotting on the loose. So he's running
Yeah.
around somewhere in England, butt naked, drunk, celebrating that they're gonna go see their team in the Champions League next season.
Well, it'd be a
Oh,
long-awaited
Forest
return
has
to the
done.
roots from Nottingham Forest.
Forest
It
this
really,
season has been crazy.
They've
it
been
has.
them and Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Always mention it, but
Arsenal have some serious injuries like us, but we have more quality in the field. Okay, all right then, fair enough. I don't know. I don't know about that. Do you agree with that, Mel? Do you think Chelsea have a better all-round team or squad? Than I don't think so.
I
But
think we're better defensively, but in attack wise, you do have better players.
bro, but not
Martinelli's back for us, but that's about it. What? Lavia's back.
yeah, that
supposedly,
oh,
and who
most.
knows how long the game
Well,
is
I'm
gonna
guessing
last.
you'll play. I know we didn't get to lineups yet, but I'm guessing you'll play
Caicedo, Lavia.
Lavia. Yeah, Casado
Well,
Lavia, the stronger
if
midfield.
Lavia's fit, I think so. But I think it's more going to be Enzo Cancedo again, to be honest,
Well, Enzo's
because
in form again.
Mm-hmm.
he is again. Yeah, hey,
Maybe
JP, is he going through another divorce?
No, he's back with the again.
he's got a secret missus somewhere.
Okay,
Maybe she's giving him life. Maybe she's the one that's doing it. But the thing is that it's not
that's what Mel
supposed to. We're worried about the wrong midfielder because you're thinking about Lavia. I'm wondering to see if Cole Palmer is going to start because I think right now maybe he either needs to play on the
Bro,
right wing or
Cole,
bench him because
bro, yeah, Cole needs to
supposedly
be nice, bro. He really does. This guy, he hasn't been doing it, bro. He's been all over the place recently. To be honest, actually, go on.
I was going to say supposedly on Sunday, or wait, when did we last play? Saturday, Sunday, whatever.
Sunday, Leicester, right?
And yeah, Maresca said that he had a fever and diarrhea. Bro, you don't have a fever and shitting everywhere for about a month when your game has been shit. It doesn't. I mean, at this point, what are we playing a medical staff for? Can't
Well,
so I think he's just using that as a deflection. Yeah, he missed a penalty because he's got the shits. Come on,
yeah,
like
that made me laugh. Yeah, that made me laugh because it was one kick. Trying to excuse him missing a penalty because he had the shits, bro. I've had worse than that and kicked the ball straight. So, but the thing is, it's just him trying to do what he did with Sanchez. He's trying to defend the player, but sometimes you just need to keep your mouth shut.
And we were lucky that Sanchez literally had to do nothing that game because even by being zero pressured, he almost let in a stupid goal because he misjudges another cross and misses the ball completely. Luckily, it hits the crossbar, and I don't know. This is what the thing is that the Sanchez thing. Expect him to start on Sunday.
Really? Not Petrovic?
Well, Petrovic is in Strasbourg.
Yeah, he's on Strasbourg.
Yeah.
So it's Jorgensen.
Jorgensen.
Wait, no, because then what was the point of starting Sanchez on
Hey,
Sunday?
is my window open? Yes, it is. Why do you ask? Yes, it is open. What's the matter? What? How do you know my window's open? Or are you just asking?
He's
That's
right there
kind of
outside. Stick your head out. You're gonna see Crane.
I was like, hey, Skylar! Oh fuck! Sorry, my bad.
He's working on his 12-pack of Coors Light. This man goes hard. He parties really hard.
Right. You will have the long-haired Yeti says you will all have to shit when we play you last game of the season.
At that point, I don't think Force is gonna give a crack because they were locked in top.
Yeah. I think last game of the season is pretty much whatever's done is done. Oh, your hairline is broken. That's because my hairline. I had to brush it back too long. Right. If I bring my hair forward, right, I'll look like John Wick or Keanu Reeves because it's just too long, man. Right. My best friend said that to me the other day. He was like, "You trying to go for the John Wick look, with the beard and the tash and the hair down the sides?" I was like, "No, but I can try it." My bad. But yeah, so Mel, what do you think of our tie tomorrow? Because we might as well just quickly talk about the Copenhagen thing. What do you think of our tie tomorrow?
I think they'll get the job done against Copenhagen. I did watch the first leg away, which you guys had a good game.
I'm so sorry for that.
It was a good game, I felt. In terms of your lineup, I do think you're going to rotate because you do have Arsenal on rotate as much as possible because you do have Arsenal on Sunday. So
yeah, he'll rotate heavily. Yeah, it'll be second team.
I think he'll put priority on the Sunday game.
Yep, I agree with that.
I still think you're playing at home. You'll get the job done and win on aggregate. Well, it's already 2-1 on aggregate, so maybe 4-1 on aggregate. I don't see them, or 4-2 on aggregate. I think Colwell will start tomorrow, and you'll play a second fiddle team.
Got my thoughts. We got you. How are you doing, brother? You're right, then. Right, but
Be Sanchez, Chalaba.
But tomorrow, you mean?
Yeah, Buddy Ashiel, Achimpong, Casado, Enzo.
Well, I'm interested. If Lavia is playing tomorrow, give him 45 minutes. Let him try and break some rust, because I'm not being funny. That seems a bit unfair to chuck Lavia straight into an Arsenal game with no minutes. That seems a bit of an anti-crash thing to do, really. I think that's a bit suicidal.
Give him some Washington guy, whatever his name is, Dewsbury Hall, Sancho.
Oh God.
Dewsbury Hall. Please don't mention Dewsbury Hall. We already got a championship manager, and then we got a championship midfielder. I can't believe it.
Liam Delap in the summer, I think.
Oh God, no! But don't you start on speculative signings, DJ Crane, CFC, another 2-0 win. Yeah, hopefully Copenhagen Chew is popular. Win. We controlled the majority of the game against Copenhagen. Definitely going to rotate. I would agree. Yeah, tricky game. Chelsea and Arsenal are toothless. It's like a game of gums. Okay. I swear, I still was 5 scoring in the Premier League.
Yeti, that's fine, Yeti. I like my football games how I like my women toothless. Let's just go, man.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Yeah, I just as well. Deals asked Mel, you reckon Saka will be back for you when you play us on Sunday?
Nope.
No? Because there's been a lot.
I don't think you need him for that game.
No, for the Champions League, I think, but not for the Prem. Not for Chelsea, at least.
Oh, fair enough. He will start Lavia against Arsenal. He may use different plans for Arsenal. I would hope so, because most of his other big team plans don't work. Anthony Hibbert in the building. Big up. You're all right, Anthony. You're all right. Big up, Anthony and Wolfie, TCP and Miss Melina, says the tractor man. Big up. Granny, dang JPT. That's not what he said. He said he preferred his women toothless. He didn't say anything about that. And big up, how you doing, Andy? Yo, guys, good to see you, Miss Melina. Long time no see. Big up from the Geordies.
Andrew, wow, long time, Andrew.
Well, yeah, JPT. So, what do you expect from Copenhagen tomorrow? Do you think it'll be a straightforward win? Well, give me what you're feeling.
Bro, we don't do anything straightforward, man. Like, unless we're playing like the likes of Astana, then maybe then it's straightforward. But right now, Copenhagen, we can't take lightly. We're not even that great at home anymore. Miss Melina giving us a good grace of even thinking that we're going to keep a clean sheet is a miracle.
Yeah, we always do something somehow.
If anything, I think we draw at home like 1-1. But the thing is that I'm gonna be really looking to see the lineup, because if we do see the likes of especially Enzo, Caicedo in the midfield, then best believe that it's gonna be Lavia and Caicedo. They're gonna overwork Caicedo this week, and then luckily did not get a yellow card versus Leicester, so just in time for this game, which he will get a yellow card. So there was a but yeah, no, it's gonna be a tough game. I think we'll be controlling the game as we did the first leg, not do anything. The few chances that Copenhagen will have, they'll make. Big up AFC. Yeah, hopefully Sanchez starts, because then I would expect Jorgensen to play versus Arsenal. Sanchez is gonna cost us dearly this week, whether it is against Copenhagen or Arsenal. Knowing Maresca, he might do both. And Deals to complete what he said, different game plan for Arsenal. When have you seen this manager go and change from his system or from his tactics? The man is stubborn.
I agree on that. All these Pep clones are stubborn. And none of them bother to change. It's like we've copied the master. We're going to do what we do to copy him, and yet even the master at the moment can't do it. So he makes but they make more intense mistakes, because at least Pep Guardiola has the track record. But then again, me and JPT spoke about this last week about the clone era, because it's like Star Wars Clone Saga. You know what I mean? Or, because we've already seen it. Because we saw this with Mourinho, you see, Miss Melina, right? We saw that the AVDs, the Brendan Rodgers, all these people that were his assistant, you know what I mean, over time. That they went off to do their own thing. It's like watching a repeat. It's just like, nah. You know what I mean? Like, wait on. Yo, AFC always big up. Reece James, do you reckon he'll be rested? What, for tomorrow or for Sunday, Deals? I imagine if tomorrow it'll be Gusto. Is Gusto injured? I don't think so.
Gusto is injured, but this is
Is
where
he?
I would hope a champ. Yeah, because he got hurt during the Leicester game. That's why he got subbed off early in the first half. I think that's when Tosin got brought into the game. No, who the hell came in for Gusto?
You sure it wasn't
James was playing
Badashiel?
in midfield.
Wasn't it
That
Southampton?
got hurt.
No.
Wait.
Southampton was wasn't it? That was last week. My bad. No.
Gusto
Well,
was the one that got hurt.
Wesley Fofana was at right back, wasn't he?
There you go. Wesley Fofana was at right back, and then it
Yeah,
was
that was it.
Tosin,
Sorry.
Colwell, and then Kukurea, I believe.
Hmm.
Either way,
Because I'm not being funny. But I would like to see some of the players that haven't played a lot play tomorrow, just because they need it. Because I think certain players have been underplayed a little bit, but because Tyreek George, he's been doing bits. Because a minute ago, Deal was mentioning about a 1-year on them lot for Arsenal. We've had our youngsters are poking their noses out a little bit. Tyreek George got an assist last week.
our whole team is youngsters, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean. No, the younger ones.
Yeah,
Don't stop brain picking me, man.
no, I'm just like, bro, they're all kids. Just
I know. People might ask Tyreek George start a Premier League game because he's often offers more than Sancho. Well, yeah, I agree about that actually. Jadon Sancho, he'll probably start tomorrow. And I'm not funny. What I want to ask you both, and anyone chime in when you feel like it. Would you feel his contribution to Chelsea has been this year? Is his like time at us been a waste? I think he's capable, but in a more complete system, more like kind of like Sterling in a more finished product system. He would complement a bit more. Yeah, but Mel, you guys don't play. You guys do with Sterling that we did. You don't play him up to his strength as just a finisher. You expect him to be an all-out winger, and he's not capable of that anymore. He's just used to being in the box and scoring goals now.
I think the guy's just shot for confidence. Wolfie.
Yeah, that's true. He has.
I mean, he got 2 assists today, but the second half he was non-existent.
Well, did he stop running? Just doesn't look like he's interested.
Yeah, didn't look like he was interested. He missed a one-on-one chance, easy one-on-one chance, right to the keeper's hands. Just weak.
I don't know. Wenger in his last 5 years, Wenger won 3 cups in 4 years, finished runners-up in the Premier and got us into the Europa League semi-final to what Arteta has done for me lately. Janet Jackson settings. Does it really matter what Sorry. I like Janet Jackson.
Yeah, Janet look more like Tito Jackson.
Shut your face. Don't you talk about more singing, you shut your face, mate. Right, because I'll set Mel on you, because when she's come to London to get the Champions League and watch the game, I'll be like, Mel, he's a gun. Go and sort him out. We don't have guns here, so that's how Mel knows I'm joking. Question: we've got each other this weekend. Yeah, we have no strikers, and Palmer dipped in form. But how can you see the game going? Not very well for us, but we'll come on to that in a little bit. Anthony, that's why Miss Melina is here. Big up, Andrew. Do you get your final on Sunday against the Scousers? Yeah, that's an interesting one. What does everyone think about what's going to happen on the weekend?
I think Newcastle might nick it.
I hope Newcastle. Hopefully it's an Isak hat trick, man. That guy is money.
Wolfie bro, starting a new show called Battle for Second. So we'll be calling. You should invite all the Arsenal fans to that. Yeah, if it's called Battle for Second. They know all about that. Yeah, but I'm up for that. If JPT, if he wants to, that's in. JPT, would you be interested in helping the long hair down without a new shoe?
Sure, as long as I'm not at work, I'm down.
Yeah, same here. Oh, Budgie in the building. Big up. Good evening, Simon. Big ups to you in the panel, GPT. I hope you're well, sir. And the lady on the panel too, of course. Big ups. chatty people. Big up to yourself too, budgie. And that's Mel, by the way.
Yeah, everybody.
Andy, big up, bro. Deals, mate. I'm a little optimistic, just blind faith. Okay, that's
It's
best
a
way to
shame
be, man.
Gordon is suspended for the final.
Which one?
Anthony Gordon.
Then yeah,
Ooh.
does anyone else agree that he's been the best left-sided winger this week, this year? Sorry, in the Premier, this season in the Prem, maybe.
Left side. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
been quality.
Oh, who
Because
else is-
I knew Mel was on the right side, Saka. So you know,
'cause
But
who would be
Saka's
compared
been
to
injured.
Diaz?
yeah. Well, Salah would get that, innit? If you want to talk about the best,
Yeah, of
Salah
course,
would get
Salah.
that.
he'd get that this season, wouldn't he? Jackson and Nonny, big miss. I don't think Nonny's a big miss. I do think Jackson is. But
No,
if
he's saying they
Nkunku,
missed a lot.
Oh, Madueke is injured? I didn't know that.
yeah, he is.
He
Oh, no,
makes as
that's
much contribution
terrible
as he
news.
does. Makes as
That's
much contribution
horrible
on the
news.
bench.
I wanted him to play. He makes a lot of mistakes.
And don't forget, we haven't got Mudryk as well because he's still doing drugs because he wants to get in Avengers 6. We're training a super soldier.
He's on his doping ban or something.
Well, he will be soon, for I understand. Big up Green Street Elite, absolute legend, of course. Donna, Mr. Anthony Hibbert, how is Mr. Fuzzy? He escaped you, Donna, so he's happy. Fair enough. Green Street, yeah, I'm busy this season. I'd like to help, but there you go, Andrew. A lot of them all have injuries, so you're the final against them. What do you think, Mel? Do you think Newcastle could nick it, or do you
I think
think
Newcastle will win 2-1 in extra time.
you
Wait,
really?
is it extra time or is it straight to penalties? I think it's extra time first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Newcastle will win it.
The Fires was Squash Jackson. Yeah, you wait, bloody hell, the chat's gone so far. I thought this would be Scratchy Jackson. Yeah, I don't think he's best anyone in DJ Crane. Yep, laugh out loud. We all caught up now, or is everyone still talking? Hang on. Yeah, be right back. Need to get. Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. Need to get changed. All right. Nkunku is signed out. Well, this is the thing, isn't it? This is the person I wanted to ask about because he's not going to start tomorrow night, is he?
No.
We're going to start that. What's his name again? That young striker, that kid. What's his name?
Mueka.
Mike, it's Micah, isn't it? I've heard Matthias and all sorts of mad names for it, but it's all pronunciation, isn't it? So
It's like Samuel Mueka, if I remember correctly.
Deals, there is a way to beat Madrid, but can Arsenal find it? That's the point. I mean, he's trying to be encouraging.
Is there a way to beat Real Madrid? Yeah. Well, I was just saying earlier, Deals, I think Real Madrid would make a lot of spaces for us to do better, to cut through and try to break them on the counter. I just hope we draw one leg and somehow pray for a smash and grab in one of these, either home or away leg. But we'll see.
Is the first leg at the Emirates,
The first
or
leg is at home, yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
gonna be, and they're gonna be without
Without.
Modric, and I think they're gonna be without
Tchouaméni not playing.
Tchouaméni's okay. Wow, so that's a big. So you just got pretty much have to worry about Valverde, Camavinga, and who else is in that midfield?
Well, they still got the attack to worry about.
The attack is the biggest worry for me.
Well, yeah, they still got Rodrigo, they still got Mbappe, and they still got Vinicius,
Oh, God.
who's arguably still the best left-sided player on the planet, by the way.
If
Vinicius.
Mbappe goes on it, he can just demolish us single-handedly.
Bro, Mbappe was robbed of a beautiful, like that would have been goal of the tournament if he wasn't brought down for that penalty.
Yeah.
Because oh my God, he flew. I Chris, when that guy was on ice skates, the way he was just gliding past the defenders.
You know what the thing is about Mbappe? I still think you've got the best to see out of him yet, but I think with him, it's been one of those processes that, Ancelotti's spoke to him. You could see he was struggling with the system at first, but now that he's getting used to the system and what Ancelotti wants him to do, play on the shoulder of the last defender, beat your man, try and make them panic, and it works brilliantly now because he's doing it confident. Because one thing I like about Mbappe is he's not as good as Henry in terms of the ball at his feet, but he has that same ability where he doesn't mind getting in someone's face and taking them on one to make a space for a shot. You know what I mean? He's got that. Palmer tries to do that quite a lot as well. He tries to beat people one to try and work out a goal scoring opportunity. So, but yeah, but I do think with the Copenhagen thing tomorrow, I think with Nkunku as well, because that's the other guy we're going to be relying on until Jackson comes back. I think he needs to play as many minutes to get his sharpness up as quickly as he can, because I'm not too sure this guy is going to score many goals for us unless Guillaume comes back. Hey, do you know when Gui was supposed to be back? JPT, do you know?
I thought it was he's out for the rest of the season, but if he's coming back sometime in April, I'm guessing it's gonna be late April. Which at that point, I think we're still gonna be in our like tough run of games because I know we have Liverpool, Newcastle. Who else do we have in that last bit of games in late April, early
Brentford.
May?
Oh no, I feel that. No, Brentford's this month. Sorry, Brentford's this month.
This month, yeah. Yeah, but I just know that Liverpool, Newcastle, and I want to say we have what's another team that's in the top 6 right now? It's not Liverpool. No, yeah, we're still Liverpool. Either way, it's gonna be a tough game. It's just gonna be a nightmare to put a kid, was he 18, 19 years old up front, coming back from injury, trying to get us to at least get 2 goals a game because our defense is bound to let one in. Can't keep clean sheets for a reason.
And Andy says, and this is a positive for Arsenal. Andy says, I think the Gunners got more chance versus Real Madrid than Atletico Madrid. If Newcastle can bully them to win 2 times, Atletico Madrid can get the edge. Real concede 20 shots this weekend. Gunners can surprise them. So yeah, taking your chances. If you fall shot, but the thing is, they haven't really got on much of an attack to play to, though, have they? Though that's the thing. Could be. Could be the Fulham game. Oh, you're talking about the return of Guy, are you? Fair enough.
Maybe they'll ease him back.
And when Liverpool Henry is a club legend at a status spot outside the stadium, has won everything. He's the top. Apparently, these top gooners are jealous. Do me a favour. Who?
Hey, jealous of who?
I heard when Liverpool Henry. Who's Liverpool Henry? Is he talking about Henry Wright? The Spurs fan. I'm a bit confused. AFC. I do love you, AFC, always, but you've come in here talking about one thing where the rest of us are talking about something else. We're not top gooners, bro. We don't relate to what they. That's the part of your fan base. Other guys, we just look at and go, funny guys. You know, like Miss Mel, 15 points off first. Can Arsenal still win it?
No.
That's banter, bro.
No,
and I'm
bro. It's over.
I'm not being
stuck out that they might win the league versus Chelsea.
Well, that could be, but I'm not being funny. We're not a contributor to them winning the league because we've only played them once at the minute, and they just about beat us, and we're crap.
But to say that they're gonna celebrate, like, yeah, it's official. They won it versus Chelsea. Give them the cup there, or give them the title.
But I'm not being funny. There's 15 points clear now. It was pretty much done and dusted in December. We all know that they had comeback coming. They were done, man. Long done. We are coming to Stamford Bridge soon. Not any time over the next couple of weeks, you're not. But eventually you will, yeah. Deals Jackson and I'll be back for the Tottenham game at home. Maybe. You see the United. Oh yeah, the United Stadium. What about it?
Oh, the circus.
Oh yeah, it looks like a circus.
It does, doesn't it?
That had been I'm like, didn't they just look at the pictures like, yeah, no, this doesn't look like something you can make fun of so easily with what's going on. I don't know how that passed like all the marketing experts in that board in that club. That was like, you do not see a circus tent.
Well, bro, you know what? I got the wrong end of the stick, man. When I first saw that design for that new Manchester set, I thought, fucking hell, what's Bayern done to their stadium, man? I was like, why they put like bubble wrap on the top of it and just like expanded it? It looks
I thought that movie Quarantine. I was like, or if you're in Spain, Wreck. But I was like, man, are they like in another pandemic right now?
Wait, hang on. Wolfgang, I don't care. These top gooners need a reality check. Brother, what are you talking?
We don't know what you're talking about.
I think sympathize, but I need for you to tell me what you're talking about. Come on, guys. Oh, thanks, Pudgy. Bless you, brother. Main headache. Is that why they're getting rid of all of the staff at the minute at the club and the players so they can afford the stadium?
And
yeah, it's going anyway. Hey, we'll get Anthony, another Arsenal fan. Outline Mindhead maneuver to Manchester. Get AFC on. If AFC always wanted to come on, he could. But yeah, JK, big up, my brother. How are you? Are you there?
He said in the private chat, give me 2 minutes, getting ready.
Oh, okay, I haven't read it.
Sorry.
That's all right, you ain't got to apologize. You quick off the trigger, man. I'm just like reading all the comments. One day, if he wants to come on. them man getting the worst finish ever for top 6 club is so Tottenham. Well, I'm not even bloody being funny right now, Deals. If you said top 10 to Tottenham fans right now, they'd probably bite your hat. That's one thing, right? Can we just for a minute, right? Because I know we shouldn't do this, but underneath the battles for Champions League spots and finish title races, let's just hold a moment for Man United and Spurs fans, because we just can all look down at them and be like, ha ha! Not going good for you guys, is it? Because let's face it, if there's one group of or pair of teams that are having a worse season than the rest of them, it's definitely Spurs and Man United. Because Man United are closer to the top of the Championship than they are to the closer to the top of the Premier League, and that's not actually alive. Or what are they? 14th, 15th?
Manchester or
Man
Tottenham?
United, yeah.
They're like
I
15th
said
right
the
now.
50th.
Yeah.
The 50th, bro. I thought when we finished 13th, I thought that couldn't be seen again. But
Yeah,
what?
Man United are finished.
I mean, with no one expected the trajectory that Manchester was going to go through. Either one.
Yeah.
Wolfie, you still talk to Abs. When he's talking to me, yes. When he's not talking to me, no, bro. People's egos and YouTube, I don't get it. So he's cool with me, I'm cool with him. That's it, bro. We stay out of each other's name now. We rocking the shit out of this league, loving it. It's not done and dusted yet, Yeti man. It's like you're still in. There's still plenty of time for it to get bitter. Trust me. DJ Green, why you don't get your? Oh, for fuck's sake. Why don't I get him on for fuck's sake? Because every time I tell him to come on, AFC always he says he's busy. He's been on a couple of times, and he's always welcome to come on. He just chooses not to. It's like Rosie; she's always welcome to come on, but never does.
Big up, Rosie.
Yeah, big up to the Blue Sister, the Rangers fan. Big up to her. AFC always got more to say. Well, he's only just trying to look out for you. This is a great show, lads and Miss Molina. Almost kind of identical to the Parkinson show. Dun, 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 dun. By the way, just to let you guys know, Parkinson's an interviewer, not the disease. So,
oh God.
Yeah.
I'm saying like our show must be just as shaky, man.
Yeah, especially when I was sitting there doing that with Anthony the other day, that was hilarious because he thought it was his brain. He was like, "No, I'm actually genuinely shaking it just to annoy you." Because he was like, Wolfie, is that you shaking the screen? Is that me? And I was like, no, it's me, Anthony. I'm trying to make you feel sick. I'm sitting there wobbling it. But, yeah. JK, are you with us now? I want to ask you about this Copenhagen game before we move on. And I can't do that until you answer. No, still not with us yet. All right, well, just talk when you are. Because, yes, Forest have been brilliant, yet not have been defensive despite people saying they have. Scored more goals than most and third best defense in the league. What does everyone think about Forest? Does anyone want to share some thoughts on it? Do you think they'll keep it up and make top 4? Or 5?
Oh, yeah.
Bilson's just reminded me, but do you think they'll keep up? Keep top 4?
I think they'll keep up. I did think initially it would be a slip in terms of their fixtures because they had some of the easy fixtures first. But I do think they'll stay on, and their city ground has been hard to win at, not just for us, but even other teams struggled. Like Liverpool, for example, struggled against Forest.
They're only lost this season so far.
They haven't asked me anything more about the topic. What topic? Have I missed something?
He was like, "Oh, AFC always would have more to say," and I felt like that was a dig. So I said, "That's not nice."
Oh no, I don't. No, I think he's just saying that because
I misinterpreted it, and I think it's better or more balanced to have another Arsenal fan. Maybe that's what he thought.
No. They're talking about why don't we have DJ Crane on a lot because he's a big fan of ours and we're a big fan of him. But he does comment a lot. I think he's quite. Hey, JK, what's up, brother? There he is. Hello. He's like talking from the darkness, like hello.
Nah. Sorry, I just came back home from work. It's crazy, but yeah.
Oh, well, I thought you were at gym. All right, no problem. Big up.
I went there yesterday. I don't need to go today.
Gym is his work.
But anyways, where can I start, man? I mean, there's so many stuff to speak about this week. I don't know. Where do you want me to start off?
Well, still talk about the Copenhagen game, and you were upset as well at the weekend that we didn't. Was it at the weekend that we didn't protest as well? Why was you upset that they didn't protest? By the way, because you commented on the stream that we did at the weekend about that. Tell me where that came from, please, JK.
It's because the fan base is inconsistent, and this is something that we've been arguing a lot. Like, we understood that the protest needed to happen, but people need to understand when the protest happens, you need to consistently do it if you
Mm-hmm.
really want to be heard. Do you know what I'm saying? But
Give it
yeah,
back.
them not protesting, them not protesting just showed that yeah, they. If I'm gonna be honest, they're just letting it slide. It is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? The fans, I don't
Sure,
think
brother.
they want to
We
put
hear
as much effort.
you. Big up.
Not
Sorry,
all,
Chick.
but I think just most fans just don't want to put a lot of effort. I think some of them think it's not worth it. Do you know what I'm saying? Some people think, but it is what it is. I don't really want to speak on the ownership. I think, I think it's about time we stop because that's just been the topic every single episode. Do you know what I'm
Yeah, I know.
saying?
That's
And nothing's
we've been
gonna
trying to
change.
skip away from it. But I just
Yeah.
wanted to ask you
So
why it's frustrating, and
my
that's why I
statement,
said I don't
yeah.
think
So
the
that
protest is fair.
my statement about that is more like I don't think I can trust the Chelsea fans to be consistent with these sort of stuff again. That's all I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Prime was saying it. I understand Deals was angry, but yeah, at the end of the day, he was right. Um, yeah,
Well, the
that's
thing
the
is, that's
funny
what I
thing.
said. That's what I said in the first place that the protest
Yeah,
shouldn't happen.
I don't think I can trust the fans to do
No, you know what? You know what it is. JJ? The
to do
problem
this
is, yeah,
stuff
that
again.
the fans wanted to protest because they're not winning. Let me tell you one thing: no one has a God-given right to win. Winning is a combination of certain things coming together. You can't just moan because you're not winning. That's not how football works. And I said to everybody else as well when that stream happened was that the fact of you got to look at the fact that they're still rebuilding Chelsea from the outside in. Literally, they are rebuilding the whole club completely, utterly because whatever Abramovich left, it was clearly dodgy and we were clearly in big trouble because of it. So it's not easy to rebuild a business that's been around over 100 years from the ground up. It doesn't take a weekend. You know what I mean? Like it takes a long, 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 long time. And we're still not halfway through it because I know the process with Arsenal. We've been compared to Arsenal a lot in this fashion, and I'm sure Mel's had this to trust the process thing into it that made her hair turn grey. But yeah, exactly, Mel. But in our case, it has to be done because unfortunately, one thing that is unique compared to us, compared to everybody else, and that includes Arsenal and whatever, they've never had the British government breathing down their necks.
Nope.
We have, and it's not the
Abramovich
first
stuff.
time.
Yeah.
It's not the first time either. We actually have a track record with the English government, so yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
we've
tale
always
for
been
another
hated.
time.
That's just how it's been. You know what I'm saying? It's always
Well,
been even
kind of.
politically. We've not been.
Well, JK, it started in
We've
1955 with the World Cup when the first inaugural European Cup started. And
yeah
you know, we got told by the British government
yeah
and by
yeah. Someone
the Football League, if we went over to Europe and played in that competition with all those dodgy people, we got told we'd get kicked out of the Football League as like criminals because we shouldn't be getting involved in something that doesn't really matter. Oh, which turned out to be the Champions League.
yeah. The
They
thing
got
is
that one
that
wrong, didn't they?
some most of the old heads I've spoken to have told me about this. You know what I'm saying? That is this hate has been. But either ways, yeah, the fans didn't protest. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's move. So about the game,
Yes.
um, let's start. I also wasn't happy with the first half. Um, the way we've been playing has been a bit scary. I don't know. Copenhagen, Leicester. Do you know what I'm saying? We're winning the games, but we're not playing well. Do you know what I'm saying? But in at the end of the day, I think the second half improved. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it
So
did.
we were moving the ball a bit quicker. There was a bit more urgency. To be fair, I actually fancy Neto up top. If I'm gonna be honest. Pause. So
No,
I
I
like
agree with you.
this. Yeah, I fancy Neto up top. Pause. So this is because
Big up,
I
buddy.
like his movement
God
off the
bless you.
ball. His movement off the ball, I think, is what we've been missing ever since Jackson's been injured. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We've been even when we were playing the Nkunku force time, we haven't had a lot of strikers that would actually press from the front, and that's what helps us a lot in this Maresca system in a sort of way. I think Neto brung the he. I think he brung that well. I also like the way he was also leading it. So not only him, I think Sancho would also press as well as that. Palmer would, but if I'm gonna be honest, I felt like he should have had about 4 goals today. I mean, not today. Sorry, on the weekend.
Well,
In a
Palmer with
sense
the
of,
chances he wasted.
yeah, he missed so many chances. I mean, there's
Mm.
something wrong. I don't know what's going on with Palmer. I think he needs his head needs to be given a wobble. I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? I think
We're
do
not-
that by benching him in one of the game. Not. This is not me saying Arsenal. If Maresca does bench Palmer for Arsenal, that's actually a big statement. I don't know, but but I doubt it. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's something not right with this guy. But I think whatever needs to be done. In my opinion, maybe drop him for a game or two and let him come on because this is unacceptable. He's gone far from the player that he was. Far, far, far. He's kind of like dropped to the rest of the team's level on their worst. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like the team is bad, but I mean like in the sense of you know what, when the team is at their worst, Palmer, even at his worst, can still be yes, good. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how good of a
He'll
player
still
he was.
score or something. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
you still score. But he's kinda when we have that main player that just slightly his level deteriorates to the level of the rest. It's just kind of scary as well.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm gonna be honest, as Copenhagen is a game we should win. We do have the advantage. So if I'm gonna be honest with you, that's another thing as well. But like the Arsenal game, this is where listen, I'm kind of worried. I'm being thorough. Yes, you can talk about Arsenal's injuries, this, that, and the other. I will give you so many examples where there was a must win for Chelsea in a big game and we fumble it. I keep on saying it. I don't know how much times I need to repeat myself. But then this team, let me tell you something. This team has a coping mechanism of fumbling or destroying. They destroy themselves mentally when they are told they are must. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you an example. Ipswich, they had to beat them. No matter they lost. There's a mentality issue. There's some hunger issue going on with these players, even with the manager as well. You know what I'm saying? He does not set up well for when he does not set up the team well for when he must win. I remember Man City as well. Man City, that was a horrible performance from start from when we got that goal from back. This is the thing. I don't know. I really don't know. There's not enough evidence in this game to show me that we can go on and win, beat them at the Emirates, or even get a draw. I think a draw would be good for us. Do you know what I'm saying? But in a sense of, we would still have that sort of advantage in a sense of even if City win, we can still get top four. We can still be in the top four. But at the end of the day, we need towards the end of the season, we have such a hard running for the top four. Do you get what I'm saying? In the sense of, listen, we've got Forest, Liverpool, Man United at home. Yes, Man United can be a beatable game, but at the end of the day, I realize that they turn up to the big games. Look at the Liverpool game they had. Liverpool, they drew at Anfield. They
Arsenal.
were even the better team. Man City, they beat them. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not a joke team. I'm telling you. Look at the way they played against Arsenal last week. So that's a
Mm-hmm.
hard team. We got Forest away. That's not easy. Do you know what I'm saying? So this team, if we really want the top four, the team needs to kind of show us that they can be able to play up in the big games now. We need to start winning the big games. We're
Yeah, that's
running out of time. Because I'm telling you, this hard run coming towards the top four, we can literally be 10th. Do you know how tight the top four is? From 10th to 4th. If Chelsea draw the next two games, we could be ninth.
I
Check the
know.
table.
No,
And the
I
rest
have.
win.
JK, I agree with you. It's true. Yeah, I
It's
know.
disgustingly tied. Only 6 points off. Are you serious? And look at our hard games coming in. And you're telling me you put that performance against Leicester,
Big
Leicester
up, yeah.
against a big club. I swear, we play Liverpool at home. This could be a game where if we lose, they can win. They can lift the title at our ground. I'm sorry, that cannot happen. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They could lift
JK,
a
JK.
title at our ground if we are not
No,
careful. They could win the league at our ground. And this is what's gonna happen is this. Our fans are gonna be like, we're going to put so much pressure on this manager. We're gonna put so much pressure on these players. And what's gonna happen? The pressure's gonna get to them. Do you know what I'm saying? And then you have performances like Man City. You get performances like who else did we lose to? Who the hell Fulham? You get
yeah, full of
performances
heart.
like Liverpool. Okay, Liverpool we played very well when we lost. But these games I'm talking about we lost. We played bad. You now know. Brighton and the FA Cup. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is where I'm worried. Their mentality needs to change going in towards the big games. I'm sorry. I don't know how long Maresca can say, "Oh, we are not ready yet. We are not ready yet." When we lose to a team that's been the top six, the top 10 have beaten Man City, and we can't. Do you know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
Maresca says, "We're not ready. We're not ready. We're not ready." And what's it called? Nah, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I said earlier, JK, about what Maresca says makes it look like he doesn't know what's going on, or he does. He says that things that doesn't make sense, and
And
that's why we all
this is
kind
the
of look
thing.
at
I
him
want
like,
to talk about Maresca.
He's moving the goalpost
I want to
each
talk about Maresca
conference.
because
I think he's relying too much on the same players to deliver week in and week
Yeah,
out.
he
Too
has
much
his
that
pressure.
as
favorites.
well. Exactly, Melina.
Yeah.
well, Mel,
The,
that's the big question. But in our minds, is it him or is it because the board make him? That's
I think he's a yes man. I said that from the start.
oh, he is a yes man. Melina, you're right.
Mm.
He is a yes man. And I'm
He's
telling you
like Graham
this
Potter, but worse.
exactly. And the thing is this, yeah. I saw a press conference for Leicester. Um, I said let me watch some live stuff. The way when he was talking, he answered about two questions. When he was talking about the Palmer had diarrhea, this, that, and the other. I switched it off just 30 seconds in. I can't watch a manager. I can't watch a Chelsea manager speak in a press conference anymore because all they're doing is showing that they can easily be controlled by the club.
yeah, I know what you
You
mean.
can tell that's not what they think. That's probably what Maresca thinks. I don't know. There's something about these small managers. They feel the need to speak on these players as if they're babies. Do you know what I'm saying? He's like Arteta. Arteta in the press conference. I don't know how you Arsenal fans put up with it
Yeah, he's a
because I'm
liar. There's
sorry.
no point even watching those press conferences because he doesn't give
Yeah,
anything useful out.
No, he runs away.
yeah. And
Yeah.
this is when I look at Arteta. This is what our managers are. They're like him.
Blaming the ball after a defeat in the League Cup, ridiculous.
Wait,
Yeah,
Arteta blamed the ball.
And
Arteta.
someone
Yeah.
Yeah,
asked
the
him a question
Arteta.
about the ball, and then Pep Guardiola did the exact same thing when they got knocked out of the cup.
Oh,
At
what?
least
But the
Too
ball
much.
is different in the competition. Really, that's what we're going to talk about here after our team played like crap?
This is what I'm trying to
because you don't
say.
want to. You don't want to say they play
These
like
managers
crap,
are
and
not
also
serious.
Klopp
These
came up with
these
the funnier excuses.
Hang on,
these
wait,
young
hang on. I
managers.
need wait, I
I
need wait,
can't.
I need to address the Forest fan. 1 minute. I remember the good old days of Chelsea. It's kind of sad in giving teams like mine the chance to take over. Bruv, you're not first. You're not taking over anything.
No,
Remember,
but either
second,
ways,
third,
either ways,
second, third.
Wolfie, this guy is
Wow,
right. Anyways, the Forest fan is
what's
right.
that?
Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know how many fans I talk to that are like that support teams like Forest, Newcastle, and they're like
Yeah.
the way the big six, Arsenal, Chelsea, flipping Man United have fallen over the years.
No,
It's
but you could
disgusting
wait,
because of
wait,
the
wait, wait. You
PR,
say a big team. You say a big
the way
team, right?
they're
Let me
being
tell you
run now.
something. No, but
And
wait. You say a big team, but Newcastle used to be a big team. Nottingham Forest used to be a big
okay,
team.
cool.
Sunderland used to be
I
a big team.
understand that, but you know my context. You know my context.
Yeah, I get
Recency.
what you're saying, but
Yeah,
what you're saying by a big team can be viewed in many ways. Big team in what? Success, fan
you're
base.
talking success.
I'm
Let's
just
just say
getting
success,
that for the
Wolfie.
point you're making. That's all.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
just
that's it.
talk about current success and trophy haul right now. They're nowhere near it. Let's be honest. Like, so if I'm gonna be honest with you, it's the way we've been ran. I think these teams like Newcastle, Bournemouth, Forest, they have proper owners. They're getting proper owners. Look at Forest. That Forest owner is a Forest fan. Do you know what I'm saying? He will do everything in the nail to make that team good. I don't know if he is a Forest fan, but those are the rumors I've heard. Do you know what I'm saying? But man, this is the thing. We're all deteriorating as a club. But on to the manager. The manager, I don't know about Maresca. I just don't like what he says in the press conferences. Do you know what I'm saying? And the way he speaks is kind of looking like he's not willing to change his system in a way where he's kind of blinded by the fact that his system has gotten found out. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think he's changing anytime soon. If he's not going to change, then our chances of top four are going down the drain. Like not even top four, top five. So in my opinion, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I really don't
No,
know.
you're right. Comment, you're right, and me and JPD both agree that as well with you on that. That the tactical stubbornness of him is very, very annoying, and I'm pretty sure Mel will agree on the same thing with Arteta, and she's had 5 years of it. Because that's one thing I will say I can't stand about Arteta. The guy's got no tactics. Party at right back. Why? Just
Best defensive midfielder,
I
best
also
midfielder
think
in the league,
Arteta
or
is an
one of
overthinker.
Miles
sorry.
Skelly as left back when he's a CM.
We haven't won a single game with Party at right back. And today's game, I get it was a throwaway game, but you're charging 100 and something quid for Arsenal fans to watch 5 left backs in the starting lineup.
Yeah, I thought that was weird when I saw Kieran Tierney at left wing. I was like,
Crazy.
what?
Kivior.
And what? Kivior was there as well.
He was there as well.
Also with Arteta, he also likes. I listen to a lot of these Arsenal panelists. Okay, not panelists, but content creators like Lee Gunner, Northside,
Mm.
Dan Potts from the 12th Man. What they say about Arteta is like they always say. What I've realized is that he likes to contradict himself, and I kind of see it in a sense
Yeah.
of when he was talking about over my dead body. I can't lie. When I saw that, I was laughing. That was hilarious. I can't even lie to you. He said over my dead body, and then what's
For
it
what?
called? We are not giving up or something like that. He also told the Arsenal fans
We
that
just- yeah.
listen, second place, we should not celebrate second place. Do you know what I'm saying? But then now coming to saying after 3 years or 5 years with the team, he can tell everyone who listen. He can lie to everyone all he wants. Let's be honest. All the players that he brought were his. I don't care what anyone says. Do you know what I'm
Yeah, of course
saying?
he does. That's Arteta's squad. It
And he
can't be
chose
5 years
that
deep and it's
team
not
he
your
won the
squad
FA
now.
Cup with, Wolfie. That team
Mm.
that this Arteta he won the FA
He
Cup
gutted the
with.
squad.
He chose
That was a
to
Unai
sell them
squad. That was
off
Unai
because
team. That
apparently they were
was
the bad eggs. Do you know what I'm saying? Although they
Hmm
won them a trophy and their last
yeah.
ever
Those
I,
bad
trophy.
eggs
but,
won him his only
Yeah,
trophy, which is funny.
but
Oh no,
I'm
no, no, no! He's got two other trophies. Don't
That
forget
makes
the
massive
Community
JK,
Shield.
JK, I
no,
think
but
Mr.
no.
Medina would agree that a lot of people said Özil was a bad egg, but if you look at his career and the trophies that he won with Madrid and
He was
everybody else,
quality. He
hey,
was
I'm a bad egg, but I've won more trophies than all
Aubameyang
of
was
you
really
as
good
a
for us.
team right now combined. How about that?
Yeah, but
You
Wolfie,
guys ain't played
this is
for
not
Real
the
Madrid.
point
I have.
because there's
So,
a
you
number of
know,
Arsenal fans. There's a number of Arsenal fans like that are supporting this guy with the club. It's like this is not Arsenal. This is Arteta FC. In a
yeah, yeah,
way,
yeah. They're the
and it's
That's
paid
what
actually
they
ones,
stand
bro.
scary.
for.
They're the feel good vibers. They're the hipsters, bro. They're the
Yeah,
guys at the
yeah,
club.
yeah.
Bro. You know what? We'll give you a
This is what
10, 10p off a ticket if you're nice about this. Yeah,
this is
it's
what I'm saying.
unridiculous.
Yeah, this is
That's
what
the
I'm
thing.
saying. In a sense of, I don't know what it is, but like
Uh,
they find every single excuse. I don't know what it is. Like even they won't even give Liverpool praise. They will not give Liverpool praise for their title win. They were the ones that were saying, I don't know, but Melina, wasn't it not you, but like there were some people in your fan base that were saying this. If anyone apart from Pep that finishes above Arsenal, Arteta should get sacked. Am I right?
No, I never said that.
Yeah, no,
no, it's
not you. I'm just talking about
Arsenal
some
fans.
other.
He's general
Oh,
Arsenal fans.
Yes, just
I think for me personally, like there's people saying he needs to get sacked, this and that. Like this season, I don't think he's going anywhere. And next season, first of all, from the manager to the board, if they don't get their ish right by next season,
You can
everyone,
swear,
for
no, you
me,
can
from
swear.
top
It's
to
fucked
bottom,
up.
they need to go.
She's
It's
Canadian.
But
She's
do you
if
not
they
think
finished.
can't
Arteta
get
has
their
the
stuff
final say?
after spending so much money in the window and not getting attacking reinforcements from January, JK, and in the summer of last year, we failed. And it's just like Chelsea's situation. We don't have a bagsman up front. Sure, you have Jackson, and we played a makeshift Havertz, but even that's not working. Now we're playing Mikel Merino up front, and every team knows they can play up 5 at the back because we don't have a striker.
Is that what
And
Potter said?
I'm not blaming anyone except ourselves. Like we have ourselves to blame for it.
Well, you have
100%.
the sporting director and the owners to blame, not even yourself. But the thing is that, like, as you mentioned, the fact that they had to switch Kai Havertz to the nine, because remember, this was a Arteta player, but wanted to bring him in as a what, as a CM, as a, what do you call it, 8.5 type of player to making up new positions. And then everyone's just saying, you know what, just let him cook. He's remember the next Pep. He's a genius, but doesn't win shit. Player ID is shit because, this, like you mentioned earlier, the only time he's won an actual trophy worth a damn, he let those squad go because they weren't his team. Now he's got the players he wanted. He spent what, 900.
No, James, you need to recognize the Community Shield, guys. Community Shield. Salty beef.
Yeah, that's a charcuterie board, man. Fuck that. That's a.
Like, look at my wife, guys.
I mean, but yeah, no. What has he spent so far, Melina? 800, 900?
Yeah, it's a lot. I think 800, 700 something, or close to 800. Yeah.
Like you guys had the best
Wait,
defense last
wait.
season, and then you went to go buy Calafiori,
Can
and
I
And
ask-
then
Marino, who we didn't need. And then we bought Neto, who was cup tied. We bought Neto to play cup games, and this brother's cup tied.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course we got Chelsea give us Sterling on paying majority of his wages,
thank
and
you
we
so much
still
for
got
that too.
fleeced. How do you get fleeced on a loan deal?
Wait, you know I don't get as well. Why is he playing Sterling in that false 9 role instead of Marino? Because naturally Sterling bangs 50, well, used to bang 15 a season at least. So
He's not the same. And even Odegaard this season after the injury, he's not the same firing player. Alfieri has defensive flaws in him. Timber's been brilliant for us this season,
Yeah,
but
he has
he's still young
been.
and developing.
That injury was just horrible luck last season. I'm not gonna lie, but and then also Wolf. I mean, I don't get the whole Sterling thing either. But he's not a false 9. He's a false footballer. He's a false everything. The guy, his career is a fraud. The guy owes his whole, like as the gunner says, his whole wages to Kevin De Bruyne because that's the guy who made him look like like the
extremely
fraud
good.
he is. Better than he really was because when he came relied upon, he always choked. And he's done this like, for what? For Liverpool, he's done this for us. He's doing it for Arsenal. We need, and also too, what are we gonna do with him next season?
Good
Remember, he's
question.
coming back to us.
Well, this is the big question, isn't it? This is the big question because a lot of people say that Arsenal need a change in direction. We need to get into the right direction. So let's talk about lineups. Let's talk about lineups. Mel, give us who you think will start for you guys on Sunday.
My usual Arsenal lineup, unfortunately, first of all, I don't want to see Marino in the 9 position. I don't want to see him starting. I need to get that off my chest because I'm sick and tired of Arteta doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. It's not working. I know it worked against Leicester. It was like we got lucky in that game. So I don't want to see that again. And now that Martinelli is back, he did play the last game, so I think it's easy to say Martinelli is going to be in the 9. My lineup going into this game will be Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis Skelly. Our strongest midfield possible would be Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Waneri, Trossard, and then Martinelli. That's who I would play. Sterling cannot play. Advantage Arsenal. Lewis Skelly starting for me, and then I'd put Calafiori on the bench, Ben White on the bench, Zinchenko on the bench. Mind you, he was good in midfield today, but with PSV, and we already wrapped up the tie, so it's a whole different competition. But this is my lineup for Arsenal for Sunday.
Fair enough. And how are you feeling about that lineup? Well, what do you expect from them on Sunday?
That's the strongest lineup we can play. I'm not worried defensively wise. I think against
Well,
Chelsea.
yep, Arsenal fans as well agree. 100% Mel from Anthony, 100% from Eros.
I think against Chelsea, our defense is a lot stronger in terms of matchup player for player. I wish Madueke wasn't injured because I know he has some mistakes in him, and it would be nice if he played. It would feel like he was helping us out at times. I know that Lavia coming back is a bit worrying for me because when Lavia has a good run of games, he what he can offer with that midfield of Caicedo, of course. I think Caicedo's up there for Chelsea's best player of the season, mind you. I think he's very underrated and stupid of us not to get him. So Arsenal didn't even go for Caicedo because we wanted to be respectful to Brighton. Like, what the hell? So stupid.
You guys were always going to buy Rice anyway because of the statement the previous season when he said during the Europa League final if I was going to go he did the same thing which Ivan Toney did. If I was going to go anywhere, it'd only be to Arsenal, but the difference was Arsenal actually bought Rice. They didn't go for Toney.
Yeah. Tony we didn't want him because I guess another big attitude we couldn't deal with.
Conquest, guys. Conquest.
And I'm just worried about attack-wise. Could this be the game where Palmer comes back into form? You know, we saw against Leicester, he did try quite hard, and I know the penalty, like anyone can miss a penalty. We saw today Vinicius Jr., he missed a penalty.
Yeah,
Even
yeah. Vinicius has got trophies to say, "Look what I've done before." Though Palmer hasn't.
but I'm worried if this would be the game where Palmer would go win this game. I think realistically it'll be a draw, but I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea come back into form with this game. But they don't tend to do well at the Emirates reverse fixture.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say a 2-2 draw is my prediction for this game.
Oh well, you think we're gonna score twice?
Is Reece James gonna play, or is he still sick?
No, Reece James will play, and Palmer will
I thought he had diarrhea and stuff.
Yeah, that was Palmer.
Yeah. The virus conquered his stomach, guys. I'm telling the Arsenal fans, the virus conquered his stomach and conquered his trousers, and his belly could not handle it. I'm trying to put it in Arteta terms. But JPK and JPT, too many J's in it. Do you want to what do you think the Chelsea lineup would be? Because I'm not being fair. We all know Nkunku's going to play in it because we haven't got no one else. Palmer, we suspect he's going to play because obviously he always plays no matter how bad he is. And I know Mel's worried about him coming back to life, but I don't think she's got to worry about that, if I'm honest. But what do you reckon? It'll be Fofana, James. Probably, I think Tosin deserves to start, to be honest. And then probably put obviously Kuka on the left. I would prefer Jorgensen in goal because despite what bullshit Enzo Maresca says about I'll bench someone if they go long, he knows when to go long and when to go short, which is not often you see a goalkeeper that has an understanding of that nowadays. Normally they just play a short pass, even regardless of how stupid it is, but at least he can kick it up the pitch if he needs to. So hang on, AFC always goes. Mel Arteta can't even pretend to give Slot a proper contest. He's first in first season, 7 points behind in Jan, 15 behind in March. We have regressed under Teta for 5 years. I like our new director Barter, but he don't stand any messing about if Arteta don't deliver. He'll be gone. Okay. Mm-hmm. 5th place are closer to Arsenal than Arsenal are closer to Liverpool. Well, I'm not being funny, AFC. When you look at it that way, bro, they're 15 points ahead of you. They're more ahead of that than everybody else. Way more, particularly us. So, hilarious how you're relying on Barter. Well, it's not really a reliance, is it? They've hired him to do a job. That's it. They got to hope he can do the job like we hope our sporting directors can do the job. And I'm not starting a conversation about that. But back to the Chelsea lineup, boys. And Mel, if he wants to chime in as well, please be my guest. So would you not agree? It'd probably be Jorgensen in goal, Reece James, Wesley Fofana. I hope Tosin, but knowing the manager Levy Colwell, would you say that's fair?
Yep, I was gonna say. Is this what we want, or what do you think Maresca's gonna do?
I think I would say this is what's going to happen, despite what. Because this is what I would want. I would want us lot to play in a 4-3-3 traditional with Reece James right back, Tosin and Fofana the centre backs. You can have a meet play. Yeah, Cucurella on the left. Lavia, if he's able to play with Cancelo as a pivot. I'm not being funny. I have to say I'm actually part of the fuck Palmer contingent right now. I'd drop his ass. I would put in Cuckoo in the 10 role. I would put Neto as the false 9. Maybe Tyreek George on the left or Sancho on the right, or the other way around. Because I'm not being funny. Palmer, it's not just the fact if he's not scoring. It's the fact of, it's exactly the opposite of what he was 2 months ago. When everything used to go right for him, everything went right for him. When everything goes wrong for him now, it all goes wrong for him. Because I have to
realize Palmer's become very selfish.
He's been like that for a while, Jake. But when he beats a man, he doesn't look for it. He's always looking to shoot. He's never looked to pass. That's
my point is this: if you're a player that's gonna be selfish, make sure it pays off. And if it's not paying off, you might as well play for the team. I'll give you GPT. I'll give you an example. When we took him off against Leicester, I felt like we attacked a bit more quicker, in a sense of when we had Palmer on the pitch. Palmer will hold on to the ball, and for some reason recycle it. I don't know. He will go all the way back. I don't know. but he's trying to be a Messi where he can try and beat 5, 6 players. So what you do, you get the ball in front of goal, and then he'll run all the way back down, wait for these players to commit, and then he'll try to dribble them again. It didn't make sense. I remember as well, we had an attack where he could have passed the Neto, but no, he didn't. He just went for the shot. That was a shot where he was never gonna score. Let's be honest. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So yeah, if in my opinion, I can understand why you said Palmer,
Okay.
but yeah,
Now,
carry on.
wait. Let me just quickly kill this right now before everyone. Palmer only signed a contract extension at the beginning of this season until 2032.
Mhm.
This guy is not going anywhere.
Yeah, thank God.
And if you try and buy him, guess what? You're going to be asked for 200 M's minimum. Forest don't have that cake. Arsenal don't have that cake. Man City don't have that cake. No one has that cake. The only people that could actually afford Palmer to buy him outright off of Chelsea are Saudi. That's it. So everybody else will go, but what if Palmer this and what if Palmer that? Let me just crush all that right now. He signed a contract extension at the beginning of the season until 2032. Unless you pay 200 million or above, he is going nowhere. So let me kill that right now. And no team on the face of this earth can spend that right now. Wolfgang, you know I don't care about Chelsea game. What is there to get out from it? Seriously, the only thing I care about is Arsenal finishing first, and that's not happening. Well, that's from the Arsenal perspective, bro. We're still in the middle of a scrap ourselves for top 4, 5, 6. You know what I mean? As JK quite rightly said a little while ago, I'm not being funny. At least you guys are comfortably second. If you look down below you, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth, and 10th are all at each other's throats with other people like Fulham looking to get involved. It's quite weird, actually. All the entertainment is below first and second. It's not actually like the title race is not entertaining. Done. Rich makes money. Big up, brother, in the building. Big up the legends. We must win tomorrow. I told Miss Melina Real Madrid are mentally monsters.
Big up,
Everyone
Rick.
needs to and subscribe. Miss Mel needs sugar. I love you all before partner. It's fit for the Arsenal. We hope so. Don't worry. Mel don't need no sugar. She's sweet enough. We will wait and get him for 5 million like Hudson and Doyle. Do you regret that? No, we don't regret Hudson and Doyle because no offense, because we already signed players to replace Hudson and Doyle. And even though I would simply say personally, I regret it because I regret how we treat all the Cobham lads, the Conor Gallagher's,
Well, Gallagher's goal today was so good. I was telling my
He's
friend,
he's been a
he's been
menace
so good at
to me,
it.
Vinny.
out of that deal, you can honestly say at the left Atletico Madrid buying Conor Gallagher and us getting João Felix deal, you can honestly say they got the better the bargain, didn't they?
Yeah.
No,
So
We didn't need to
Wolfie,
sell him.
I did say at the beginning of the season we should have not sold Gallagher. We should
Yeah,
have
nobody
not
wanted
sold Gallagher.
to.
anyone with any right, okay, and no disrespect, JK. Anyone with any brains in their head knew he was an integral part of the team. He was half the reason why we got where we did because he was the only one in
Exactly.
midfield who hunts the ball.
But he always
Enzo and
did
don't
it.
hunt the ball. He did. He. You remember you were saying about pressure in the midfield and who presses? Yeah, Connor was that guy in midfield that what Palmer doesn't do. That's
Honestly,
why. So go on,
Enzo's
JK.
hernia. No, I was gonna say honestly, Enzo's hernia last season was a blessing in disguise because once we put Gallagher next to Caicedo, we saw what they can do together. Now I know there are some fans that didn't like Gallagher. They're like, yeah, the Cobham hype. Everyone just wants to be proper Chels.
Yeah.
Prime was one of those. But it's fine. I get it. Maybe we overhyped him too much. But the thing is that did
Yeah,
we
but
really
Prime
upgrade
also
this
said
deal?
no, wait. Prime also said at the beginning of the season that Enzo Mascarera is a coach's coach and he will make these players better after 10 games.
Bro, this is
Yeah,
a
well,
one-year championship,
no,
almost
no,
finally 17 points. I had zero faith with this
That's what he said.
guy.
I'm trying to like
I
take the
know.
jab at him, but that's what he said.
Yeah, I
So
got you.
everyone gets everyone's opinions. Sometimes we will get things right, sometimes we will get things wrong. You know what I mean? Like we're football fans. We get
However,
something. Big up TT.
Gallagher's not a player that will start for Atletico week in week out. If you watch La Liga, but he's more of like a squad player, as we've always been saying here at Chelsea,
Yeah,
even at
I would
Chelsea.
More
argue.
like
Yeah,
an impact off
Yeah,
the bench.
on the long
yeah.
head, yeah, it says the players you signed were as good as Callum Hudson and Doyle. Just saying. Well, I'm not being funny, bro. Palmer's better than Hudson and Doyle. I hear what you're
I
saying
think he's
about.
talking about our wingers.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm not being funny. One thing about it, the Callum Hudson and Doyle, we sold him a long time ago, and I'm not being funny. When we got rid of him, we were in a good position, and we were third in the Premier League. And I'm not before that was a Abramovich decision. That wasn't a Todd Brody decision. So as far as I know, because he's been
And
gone from
also,
about 2, 3 years.
Long hair Yeti. If you've watched him at Chelsea, you would understand. He had a very, very, very bad injury record
And
there.
AFC, people should
After
put
he,
respect on not the only people that don't put respect on people don't put respect on Forest's name are people that don't know football.
yeah,
People,
what I was saying, Wolfie, is that long-haired Yeti Hudson-Odoi had a bad injury crisis at Chelsea. I
yes,
don't know
he
if you
did.
guys know, but I think there was a time where he had about 4 appearances in just 2 seasons
Yes,
or
sir. I
three
did remember that.
seasons, and 4 goals in over seasons. So
Mm-hmm.
that it wasn't more of a chance of, oh, we didn't give him time. I think this was justifiable.
No, no,
Yeah,
I know.
so let's say
Bro, we won a
now
Champions
I'm
League
not talking
after.
about Wolfie. I'm not talking about. I know you didn't say
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
but
I know.
I'm talking about what the first fan's saying. I'm just
Yeah, yeah. No, no, no. The reason why they say that now, though, is because they're riding high where we're not. They don't forget that they forget that at that time we were European champions when we sold him. So it's not. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, I'm not worried. I'm just
No,
addressing.
no, no, no. I'm addressing long-haired Yeti because I'm not being funny, right? When we got rid of Cad Summon, you were right. He was on a mad injury thing. And I said to Yeti, and he knows this. I'm not bullshit because I was talking to him about it last season. That for 4 mil, it was a steal. But realistically, in more recent terms, when it comes down to how the Premier League's run in terms of the finances and stuff, if you're homegrown, mate, you're a target. I remember 10 years ago, 15 years ago, Chelsea used to pride themselves. John Terry was homegrown. We used to pride ourselves on it. Arsenal was exactly the same. The Fabregases, all those guys they used to bring through the academy, they were proud of the players they brought through. Now, academy players and like club players, the ones that are brought through the team, like the club in house, are just seen as make weight. It's a disgrace. So even for the younger players that come to Chelsea, it's even worse. Like you're going to be essentially laundered. I think that's what JK and JPT and Tyrone was saying the other day. Literally, we launder players, and that's exactly what we do. And it's a shame because some of the players we what Callum Hudson, like, okay, I'm not being funny because Callum Hudson-Odoi is the bottom of the scale, and at the top of that scale you got people like Salah and KDB. So the players that we Arsenal have let go of good players, City have let go of good players, Man United have let go of good players. We have, you know what I mean? It's a cycle in football. What may be good for one team is bad for another. What may be bad for one team is good for another. It's just the way it works out sometimes. But going back to the Chelsea lineup, JK, who would you like to see start?
Wait, like from me or manager's perspective on?
No, no, both. Because we all agree that we know. Like, I think Jorgensen will start because I don't think Because if Sanchez starts tomorrow, he definitely ain't playing Sunday.
I think Jorgensen.
Sorry, Mel.
Yeah, I
I
think
also think Jorgensen will start.
Thank you.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
Jorgensen
I agree with
Jorgensen
that.
has to start this game. I think it's not a
Hmm.
debate. Back for back four, I'll drop Cole and put Tosin, and in the right
Mhm.
back I'll put Reece James there. Yeah, so we can like turn that into a back three, and then we can let Cucurella invert as always. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Um, the midfield pivot I think should be the same. Caicedo and Enzo. I've been
That's
impressed with Enzo's season. I can't lie to you. And
mm.
I don't understand. I don't understand people who want goals. He's actually added goals to his game, to be fair.
Mhm.
But then people actually need to watch him properly. Like, if you really watch Enzo, he's really improved after getting that surgery. Um,
He
if
has.
I'm gonna be honest, um, I wouldn't drop Palmer only because I want Neto to be up top. So Palmer can go on the right, and Nkunku could go on the 10 because you don't have anyone else. And on the left, I'll have Sancho. I don't know if Tyreek George is not ready for this game. I'm being so real, guys. He's very good, but he's
He
not
got.
ready
Didn't he get
for
an
an
assist in
Arsenal.
the last one?
Huh?
Didn't he get an assist? Oh, you mean for the what? For the Arsenal? For the Arsenal game? You mean?
I'm talking about a big game. We need 3 points.
Oh.
He's not ready for this game, respectfully.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
yeah. And then up top, yeah, Neto. As I said, he's very good at pressing. Off the ball, he can give us something. Even when I watched the Man United Arsenal game because we play them next week, so I had to see. Um, what I want Maresca to do. He does not have to play football against. I'm telling you, if you really need, if I know what's gonna happen, we will take the lead. We might take the lead. I can bet on Chelsea to take the lead. We can score first. What is if we score first because we're rubbish at holding leads? Maresca, you do not have to play this football. He did a press conference when he said, "Listen, I want my boys to play this way. If he goes forward, then he's not. He has to. What did he say again? He said, okay, yeah. He was like this. I told Enzo, you keep the game possession, this, that, and the other. We pass around the back. If he pass forward, I'll sub him off. Can you imagine?
What?
Or he says that to all the goalkeepers. Remember, he said it was
Yeah,
like, yeah. Listen, this is what I tell my goalkeepers all the time. If you give me a long ball,
yeah. I had to look at
if
the
you
long
hit a
ball.
long ball, you're getting subbed off. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is where I again say the manager.
Mm.
It's all well and good having the right, the right lineup, but I'm actually very worried about what Maresca's tactics going into this game and how he's prepared these players mentally for this game. Has he prepared this sort of game where he will say, you know what, we were never in it anyways. Just it doesn't matter. Do you know what I'm
Yeah, he
saying?
gets.
Just play your football. We have nothing to go for. If you concede, it is what it is. Keep playing this football, and then Arsenal will go score again, and then they'll score again, and then what's the call? Then when he goes in the press conference, he'll go like, "Oh, but then we're not ready for top four. It's gonna take us 5 years to at least get there." Ah, yeah. This is the thing. So yeah, that's my lineup. I think the lineup is strong enough. I think is more justifiable. Yeah, that's what I
Sorry,
would
can
Um,
I just add something? I
sure.
Yeah.
forgot to mention, I think Cucurella has been outstanding for Chelsea this season. I know sometimes he's had his bozo moments, but overall he's been quality this season, and I
I,
think he's another player to look out for.
I know Kukure, he's been good, but the problem for Kuka is, yeah, I'll tell you what. Even the main thing that everyone holds against Kukurea is the slips with his
Yeah,
boots,
yeah.
Only
right?
did it once. Come on, Wolfie.
When he changed the sponsor or something
That's
happened with.
what I said. People remember him for, JK. I never said I was holding it
Okay,
against him.
cool, cool,
That's what
cool.
they remember. But
I
I
get where
never
Jake
said
is
I was
coming from.
holding that
I
against
heard
him.
the same thing.
Well, no. I'm not saying that. No, but that's what people remember about him, JPT, this season. When you think about,
Yeah,
okay, if I was to go to a Cucurella, wasn't that the bloke that plays for Chelsea that fell over twice or something, or slipped twice or whatever? You know what I mean? That's what stand. Don't get me wrong. I know that he's chipped in with goals. I know he's found a way of getting into opposition boxes and getting on the end of crosses and headers. He makes more runs into the box than our midfielders and our strikers do. How about that? But the thing is with him, because he's inverting, unfortunately, sometimes people get in behind him quite a lot as well. That's not his fault. Maybe that's tactical,
that is
because I still stand I still stand by the fact of we are way too easy to expose in transition. If you catch us in the midfield while we're trying to build an attack, all you got to do is build one guy and beat one guy and you're out a goalkeeper. That's nuts because if you look at how when one inverts, whether it be James or Kukurea, there's still three guys, right? Right. All of them naturally play as centre backs. You're asking centre backs to play out on the wings like how Barcelona used to. When Pullo used to go down the right and Piqué used to go down the left, or whichever order it was, and tuck in behind and make it even more solid so they tuck into midfield. And it's
Wolfie,
like
because Enzo
they can't
Maresca's
do that.
system, yeah. Let me tell you something, Wolfie. The reason why that happens because Enzo Maresca's system, it con it con it convinces of it consists of too much individualism. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you need to be quality. I'm talking. You need to be very good alone on the ball, in the sense of you can see with the touchline wingers. When we say our wingers have too much to do, whereas they're too spread apart from the box. You know what he wants these wingers to do, like Mavididi, for example. Mavididi would dribble past how many players to be able to get into the box. He consists of attackers that can create stuff for himself in a certain ways. That's why we've been complaining about the lack of creativity in the box. The reason why we're just passing sideways is because there's not a lot of individualism players. They can't do they don't have that sort of quality, that X factor. Do Do you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And that's not down to them. Do you know what I'm saying? This is not me saying, for example, they can't dribble, but they can. It's just like they have too much to do. This is not the wingers of the past decade where
Hmm.
they can take on about 5, 6 players, and you know what? Next thing you know, they're on a goal scoring position. They can shoot. No, that's what Maresca thinks. I know. I understand. He grew up playing because he used to be a player. You know that, right?
Yeah,
He used to be a player, so you will see these sort of wingers that these are the sort of wingers that no this and that's another thing I have with these young managers is that they look at how they've been playing. I need to understand that the way of football has changed in a certain way where the quality is not there anymore. With you're
hmm,
never gonna get a Ronaldinho, you're never gonna get a your Perez from Arsenal, the winger. Do you know what I'm saying? You're never gonna get a Eden Hazard again. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, he was the last decent winger we'll see in the Premier
man,
League
no,
ever.
no. Hazard was better as a 10. If you want a winger, yeah, and you want a good example of a guy that can play on the left, on the right, pretty good with both
No, he
feet,
was good as a
Pe-
winger. He was very
Pedro,
good as a
bro.
winger.
Remember Pedro?
Yeah, I
Hmm.
remember Pedro. Yeah,
He was
Pedro
hard,
Rodriguez.
bro.
Very,
Yes,
very good player. This is what I'm trying to say. You're
that's
never
the
gonna get
one.
these players again at all. Do you know what I'm saying?
Hang on,
So
JPT, hang on, is JPT there or is he gone?
I'm still here,
he's
but
still there. He's
Oh,
still
I had to
there.
head out though.
yeah, yeah, I know. Just quickly give us
And
your
also as
bro.
well, even the
Bro, go on.
centre backs as well. There's a reason why I said David Luiz will suit Maresca's system very, very, very well.
Yeah, you can play ball.
In a sense of when yes, David Luiz will have defensive limitations to his game, but in the sense of, you know what, he is extremely good on the ball. Do you know what I'm saying? Alone, he can get out of pressure. He will not lose the ball. You know when you got these centre backs that, you know what, come press me, I don't care, I will still get past you. That's David Luiz. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
For Maresca's system to work, you need about three of these at the back three, and that's impossible. Do you know what I'm saying? That's very, very impossible. And these players that we have, they're not really those sort of players, and hence why they struggle. They play out from the back, and for example, we can lose the ball in possession. Most of our goals have come from errors. Melina, if you realized, if you watched us, most of our goals have come from ball playing errors, which is why Levi Cole will give away the ball. Melina, I bet one of your goals, let's say you beat us, if one of your goals will come from an error from the back three, an error from Jorgensen, maybe. Do you know what I'm saying? Because these players are not these players. There's too much individualism in the system. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why this is so pedestrian. Because first of all, when you have a ball as a centre back, I played as centre back before. When you got the ball as centre back and your players are so far wide, and it's all you that has to do the work to be able to get close to them, it's more of a way where you have to hesitate and scan the room a bit. So this hence why you walk a lot. You know what, this, that, and the other. And yes, when the midfield comes to receive, wants the ball to feet, yeah, that's when you pass. You know what I'm saying? But it's so
Hmm.
slow because you don't have that quality. A bit of trust issues has something to play in it as well. So yeah, yeah,
Hang
that's
on,
the thing with the system.
hang on. JPT, you still there? Can you quickly give me a lineup and scoreline before you go?
Well, I put it in the chat for the score. Lineup is pretty
Yeah,
similar to what you
2-0.
guys said. What I think Morales is going to do is going to put Fofana Kowa as center back, starting Sanchez as well. Again, Maresca's what he's going to do. Palmer's going to be at the 10 still. Still so playing for a full 90 minutes.
Mhm.
If Neto's back, then yeah, he'll be up front. Probably put Nkunku on the
Oh,
left, and
wow.
unless he puts Sancho on the left and Tyree George on the right. But yeah, no. So I think he's gonna do some idiotic stuff. But hopefully, as you mentioned, Tosin and Fofana as center back pairs, James Kukurea, of course, as our fullbacks. Um, I think a 4-2 would be best. Yeah, and Kuku as a 10, Eto up front, Sancho on the left, Tyreek on the right, and what is it? Enzo or if Lavia was 100% fit, then yeah, Lavia, Caicedo in the pivot, but I think it's gonna be Enzo and Caicedo.
No worries. JK, scoreline?
Uh, my heart says a draw.
That's not a
I think
scoreline.
no, my heart says a score. My heart says 1-1.
Yeah.
I understand how Arsenal have injuries, but after their form, I think they will take this game seriously. They will, and with the way we will set up, we are not going to actually make it difficult for Arsenal. We're gonna actually go to play football, and that's what Arsenal want us to do. So if I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest, I think we could lose this to no, hang on. Is it okay for me to give? I don't know. Okay,
Yeah, we could say
I don't
3-1.
know, man. At the same time, I
If
don't like
we're gonna make
predicting. I don't. I
mistakes, we
really
know we're
don't
gonna
like.
make mistakes.
I hate predicting my team to lose against Arsenal. That's the thing. Oh, flip.
Big up JPT. We're gonna round off in a sec. All right. He's off to make the dinner. So
Okay.
big up.
I understand. I understand because Arsenal's defense has been good as well,
Hmm.
but I still think there's a goal in us.
Yeah, definitely. With the players we've got, more than
Because we
one
were
goal.
able
But
to, yeah, we were able to score against Van Dijk and Konate. So, um, 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1. You
This
have
doesn't
to.
even this doesn't feel nice. I was even gonna say 3-1, but nah.
JK's in pain.
I was even gonna say 3-1, but yeah, yeah, 2-1 Arsenal.
Oh, bless him.
Sadly.
All right, JK. You're only feeling what we're all feeling, bro. Miss Melina, the lovely Miss Mel. What do you say the scoreline's gonna be?
Oh God, I think it's gonna be a draw. I'm gonna go a 2-all draw.
2-2.
I feel like Chelsea are gonna score first. We'll get one. We'll get one back.
You
We'll
know what?
sit back and we'll
I would
invite
actually
pressure
take a
on
draw.
us, even though we have a good record at home. Um, I'm nervous. Our form isn't good.
I can't like Melina. I think a point will be good for us, like Chelsea
Oh
fans,
God.
initially. Um, I would actually take
The
a
point
point
would be
at your
brilliant,
gaff.
bro.
The gap between us and Liverpool will be bigger than the gap between my two front teeth after this Chelsea game. It's gonna be it's gonna be horrible, folks. We're already at 15 points. It's
I got
gonna hurt.
I got a gap in my two front teeth as well. Don't chat shit. Don't chat shit. Hey man, you're making me self conscious.
It's
Hey,
gonna be
bro,
it's
hey,
gonna be bad.
hey, on
I
hey,
think a
what?
draw is a good result for Chelsea, yeah, but not for
No,
Yeah,
us
it
very, very
is.
good result. I would take a draw at your gaff, in my
right now,
opinion.
yeah.
I think asking to win will be too much, in my opinion. I don't think this team has
I
the
agree. Yeah,
mental.
they will play on the counter attack. I think Arsenal will as well. Not the teeth you thought they were going to compare the gap to expressions. Oh God. Oh, don't. Yeah, expressions have got a gap in his teeth as well. But he's funny, man. You allow expressions. I think that's the one Tottenham fan that everybody lacks. I think because he just calls it as it is. He's quite funny, actually. The Liverpool hitman
But
says it'll be 2-0 to Arsenal. Okay. What was that? What was that, JK?
what I was saying is, if um if if we cannot win this game, okay, if we lose the game, I will say top four is done, in my opinion. Because let me tell you why. I understand we will be top five, but the reason is because, like, the mentality for these big games is what's key now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We actually need to start winning the big games if we
Every
need to
game's a
get top
cup
four.
final now, bro. It's like
Yeah,
second half of the season.
we really
Everything's a
need to
cup
start
final.
winning the big games now. And if we can start here, if we can start there at Arsenal, like, try shock. Let's just try shock the world. If we can shock the world, then I actually trust myself I can trust my team to get top four, because then from there we can build the mentality into Tottenham. Spurs, we always beat them. It doesn't matter. We will beat them. Do you know what I'm saying? So I classify that as 3 points. So yeah, we can. That would be very good. I can't lie. 4 wins and four, then we can bounce on from there. Do you know what I'm saying? And then our next big game will be, I think, Newcastle away. And then exactly, that's another big game. See, Wolfie, Newcastle away. I just remembered,
Bro,
Newcastle
one
away.
game at a time, man. We got Tottenham and Arsenal before. One game at a time. Just,
No, but Wolfie, my point is this: towards the end of the season, we've not got easy games at all.
I know
We've not
every
got
game's a cup
this
final. I
is
just said it.
to a point where we could potentially, if we do not work on this mentality, we can be 10th.
Right,
I'm
JK.
being honest.
When everyone was talking to me about this 2 weeks ago, and I said we're not good enough to get top four, and everybody else went, "We're gonna get top four," and I said we're not gonna get top four, but everyone else went, "But we are gonna get
I
top four."
understand that, but I understand what Wolfie, but
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 now it's
respect.
like
If you're
top
gonna get
five,
out of the
top
top
six,
four,
right?
Yeah, but Mel, the problem is
Five.
that the thing is that Mel, right, the problem with Chelsea right now is at the moment we'll win one game, draw two, lose one, then win another one. Do you know how many teams can go past us while we're drawing and losing? It's a joke. It's a joke. Like JK just said, in 3 results we can go from 5th or 6th to 11th. You know what I
We
mean? Like,
haven't won in our last 3 games, so
yeah, but you're way at the top. You built up enough gap between everybody else. You can slip up, and it don't matter. We've got guys right over our shoulder. We've got Man City, Newcastle, Bournemouth, Fulham, Aston Villa. Who else we got over our shoulder? You know,
Brighton.
Newcastle,
and there you go. It's a long
Aston
list.
Villa.
Yeah, there you
Villa
go.
are really trying hard this season.
Is Tyrone with us, or is he just on mute? Because he hasn't said a whole word.
No, I'm trying to be respectful. People were speaking, so I just waited until perhaps my turn.
Oh, what? Yeah, but oh wow,
No,
big
tell
up,
him to
brother.
speak. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, big up, my guy. What's up, Leroy? You right, yeah? Yeah, but to give us your thoughts, my guy. You have been saying. I didn't think you were there, bro, because you didn't say a word. So, big up, brother. What have you got to say? Give us your thoughts.
I don't know where to begin. You guys said so much things. I was just repeating what you guys said. So,
No, but you're a good lad. You know what I mean? How do you feel about the Copenhagen and Arsenal games? Like, oh, I know how. I know you. You're one of the few Chelsea fans that I take like their opinion to heart. So you know what I mean? Like, please, by all means.
I,
Shut up, Leroy. He's the lad, though.
I think in terms of the Copenhagen match, I think I generally think Chelsea will get eliminated.
What?
I think no. Listen, it's 2-1 on aggregate. A lot can change. Based on what you guys said that certain players most likely won't be playing in the Arsenal match, and I generally think that players like Nkunku may get prioritized, and he may come off the bench instead of starting. So that leaves you with only one option,
Big up, JK.
and that's not a feasible one. I think it's gonna be 2-1 to Copenhagen. That's my prediction because Copenhagen could have beaten Chelsea in the first leg. It was just a case of you know good defending. That's all that's saying Chelsea, and I don't think it's gonna be
Tossing. It was tossing.
yeah. So yeah, because set pieces is what Copenhagen are good at, and if they get set pieces, they're gonna score because our set piece thing has been something that I've complained about for the entire season, and nothing changes. So I think that's gonna be the case. At Arsenal, I see it good. I think Arsenal will score first. We may get a goal back. We score 2-1, and then they get another goal 2-2. I think it's gonna be a draw. I don't see Chelsea beating Arsenal this season.
And give me your scorelines for the Copenhagen game then, and the Arsenal game then, because you sound out of everyone, you sound the most downcast out of it all. And I know you're not happy about our form. I know you don't like the way the guys play, and that's why you've been watching the ladies more often recently. But damn, you really think they're gonna beat us tomorrow at Stamford Bridge?
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I don't like how that sounds. I'm watching the ladies because the men are so disappointing. But
that's gender.
Yeah. I'm just missing. I'm just missing. But yeah, yeah. I think it's gonna be 2-1 Copenhagen. I think we'll score. We'll score first, but Copenhagen will get the best. I don't see us being able to score them more than one goal. Based on what I saw against Leicester City and Copenhagen play very similar in terms of playing deep. And as much as they Copenhagen are chasing the leg or the fixture, they are the ones that are more conservative. So I think they're gonna try to hit us on the counter as they did in the first leg, because the deficit is not that large. So it's not a case where they must do this. But yeah, I think it's gonna be 2-1 Copenhagen. That's just my unfortunate opinion. And Arsenal, as I said, 2-2. because I don't know. I see a mistake happening from Chelsea because we have an error in us every 2 games, so it's gonna happen.
Yeah, you're right on that one. I can't disagree you on that. We do give away chances. We give away gift of chances as well. Well, what Mel? You got any reaction to that? Are you shocked? Just as shocked as I am? He thinks we're gonna get knocked out tomorrow. Like, I don't know. Wow. Even
Depends which Chelsea turns up tomorrow. That's the thing.
well, that's something can be said about both our teams, isn't it? It depends on what version you. The one that's on. When we're good, we're really good. When we're bad, we're really bad.
I don't think you'll get knocked out tomorrow,
though. Well, I hope not. But I understand where TT is coming from though, because it's just it's the lack of consistency. And I'm not being funny. It's the lack of because that's the one thing Chelsea haven't been able to do, but maybe Arsenal have done over this season is stick to an 11. Yes, certain players come out of that, certain players go into that, but the majority of them have been the same. You've had your Salibas, you've had your Gabriels, you've had your Rayas, and them lot have gelled together a bit over. That's why your defense is so good. The rest of the team, yeah, all right, debatable, but you got a solid midfield, solid defensive base, and Pardon, DD?
In regards to what Rich Moneymakers has said in the chat, the fact that he said the home record isn't that bad. If he had said the home record isn't bad, then okay. But he's proving why I don't think so, because the inconsistency is why I'm saying that home record isn't that bad means that it is bad, but it's not bad to the extent where it's that dire. But I don't see it because we're literally gonna be caught out by Copenhagen, as you said rightfully, on the transition. That is one of the most prone areas that has plagued this team this season in particular. So
I said that earlier about transition, believe it or not.
So I mean, it's gonna. I mean, I'm not. It's not like I don't want my team to lose, but I generally don't see them being able to do what needs to be done. There's a level of complacency in this team that was literally seen in the way that Copenhagen got a goal back. So I think that's going to be the case because they have the lead, they get a goal, they're going to relax.
Yeah, I understand TT's point of view on that because I'm not being funny. Once we went 2-0 up last week and you watched the goal, they should never have scored a goal as easily as they scored last week with their goal in the second half, because the guy literally walks up on the right hand side of the box and just headers. There's 3 defenders in the box. Not a single one is aware of where he is. I understand I know Richie may not agree, and I hear even though I do believe we'll go through tomorrow, I do think that what he's saying maybe might hurt us later on more than right now, because realistically, if we were going to lose, I would say in that kind of context you put it, I would say that would have happened in the first game more, but we got away with it. We won the game. I think we can scrape it, but I do understand what you're saying, TT, about the lack of concentration, the consistency, the way we switched off and let them back into the game. And because that's the thing, that's Chelsea's Achilles heel, don't we? Normally, when we try and take the ascendancy in the game by scoring first and controlling it, that's normally where we blow our biscuit. Because if you actually look at games where we've scored first and lost from winning positions, I swear, isn't that like 8 or 9 games?
We've been like that too.
Well, the thing is, it's like a puncher, isn't it, Mel? You know what I mean? A boxer getting beaten up. If you're you're Mayweather, we're not. You can soak up a lot more of it than what we can. You know what I mean? Hence the reason why you're further up the table than we are. So, I understand, TT, what you're talking about, though, and I said that myself earlier. In transition, with the way this 3 in the back system works, if we're caught in it, we are so vulnerable. It's a joke, and that's half the reason why we lose. Like Yeti said, nowadays, it's not about whether you play football to win; it's about who makes less mistakes. And unfortunately, that's the way the game's gone. But look, we've had an hour and 45 minutes. It's been an absolutely brilliant stream. Everyone's conducted themselves amazingly. Mel's dropped some bombs. JK's dropped some bombs. Dills has been in the chat. Richie's been in the chat. Leroy's been in the chat. DJ Crane's been in the chat. Donna, which one I don't know, has been in the chat. Jordan's been in the chat. Big up to him with Liverpool and good luck to the rest of the season. Sorry about him getting knocked out as well. But PSG did play quite well on the night last night. They were pretty good actually. They were playing some good football last night, to be honest. E Ross, the boss, big up to you, my bro. Long-haired Yeti, big up to you. Mel, have you real gems? I'm not sure who that is, but big up to you, mate. Says, what's up, Jordan? You good, man? So, all right, best to you. Mel, have you got anything coming up soon before the Arsenal game, Chelsea game? You doing any previews or anything you'd like to shout out before we finish?
Tomorrow I might be doing a Europa League watch along for Atletico. So for Athletic Bilbao, Roma game. We'll see if I'll do a Europa League watch along depending on work. I'm also going to do a Chelsea preview on my channel on Friday, and then the watch along. Probably joining you guys for the watch along on Sunday if we're doing one. If not,
sure.
I'll do one on my channel. I'm looking forward to the game. I'm a bit nervous as it's Chelsea, and that's the one team I always want to beat alongside Tottenham. Thanks for having me on the preview. Appreciate everyone who joined.
Yep. TT, if you got anything coming up you want to shout out, brother?
There may be a preview on the channel for the Arsenal match. I'm not going to be doing it, but there should be one. If not, then just more Chelsea men content.
Yeah, fair enough, bro. That's what you're putting out. If that's what you're putting out, of course, I want to shout out my boy JPT who had to split because he's got to do be the good husband thing, and he's got to make the dinner. So big up to him as well, my brother, my blues brother. I love you too, man. Like you're the guy I do this with, So big up to my boy JPT. Big up to JK who went to split. Deals was in the chat as well. DJ Crane, all you lovely people are there. Of course, please sub to Mel as well, she's a great Arsenal fan. She does lots of content, and it's always a laugh as well with the amount of sports she covers. There's always good conversation, and the people in the chat are really calm and blessed. So I'll definitely recommend her channel. Of course, I would recommend TT, Chelsea Perspective. Get all your Chelsea knowledge and facts from him because he's just that damn good. And of course, if you can, like all the other.
I'm sorry, Wolfie, but I think you had the Steve Harvey moment there. You said Chelsea Perspective.
I'm sorry, session, sorry.
Coachella, Chelsea Perspective.
Yeah, Coachella. I mean, promote him as well. Promote him as well. Yeah, that's good.
Well, the thing is, I was kind of wondering whether to say it or not because I'm not sure where you're at with YouTube right now, actually. That's why I kind of started a minute ago whether I should bring this up or not, but because I know you've not been enjoying YouTube recently. So, and that's why I asked you if you were doing anything on your channel. So, sorry, Chelsea Sessions, I apologize, and Chelsea Perspective, big up them as well. Because I know them as well. They know of me, of course. All of us Chelsea fans know each other, so big up to them. But yeah, Chelsea Sessions, of course. Is your other channel still going or not? What is that?
The wrestling one?
Yeah. What's happening with that?
I mean, yeah, there was a video on what modern wrestling fans want to see. That was on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday, or was it Monday? One of the two.
Well,
no, Monday. It was Monday. It was Monday.
We'll give that a shout out as well then.
Yeah.
Quickly, if you want. But
all right. So it was just a video. I was being interviewed on what modern day wrestling fans want to see in terms of is it replication of what happened in the Attitude Era, all of that. So yeah, it's over and over long.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's about it.
Well, check that out then. And that's on was it World Wrestling WWV, right? World Wrestling Vision.
World Wrestling Vision.
Well, check that. I got that one right. Check that out because TT's my boy and he does some great content. And of course, big up to the boys from the Fight Week show and all those MMA community because I'm close with those guys. Big up Ola. Happy birthday to his missus as well. Big up Mrs. Fight Week show. She celebrated that today. Big up Leroy, of course. Crossover MMA. Obviously Jordan, Jordan, making the walk. Fights Talks MMA. Everybody else. Big up to that lot. Making the walk, all those guys are all lovely, man. Big up to them. Chelsea Sessions does not a lot on the Chelsea women. Well, they don't depress him. But anyway, look, everyone, thank you for your time. Big up Jordan as well. Check out him out as well on the Liverpool channel. Big up to him. And Carl as well was with us at the weekend, Man United fan. Big up him as well. Check out his stuff. But look, everybody, take care, stay safe, and we are out of here. Peace.
Bye.